Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 29th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome astrologers and readers. But let's see what's going on for you. Pretty interesting week for everybody. It's been an interesting few weeks, I have to say. Definitely some interesting things coming in. But let's see what's going on for you. Nine of Hearts coming up first. Card of Wishes. Card of getting something you wish for, getting something you want. It's in you have like this crazy thing. 2 9s, 2 5s. 9s and 5s to me represent a blessing in disguise. So I think a lot of you are probably this week just on the surface, just looking at what's going on. You also have 2 3s. I didn't even see that. So you have an interesting combinations this week. But to me, 9s and 5s. Whenever you have this 9-5 combination, like I said, it represents a blessing in disguise. Seeing how past difficulties are actually kind of led to success, or have led, or are going to lead to success in your life, are going to lead to something new at this time, mostly having to do with growth. Your cards are extremely positive this week, so it definitely kind of leads us to a more kind of like a positive thing. Nine of Hearts represents, victory, winning, like I said, winning something, success, getting, something that you want, realizing some sort of dream, or coming to some sort of, basically dream at this time. And I really definitely like to see that for you. You also have the 9 of Diamonds, very similar, kind of like a change in your financial direction, a change in your financial growth and things like that. Better finances is what I'm struggling to say, as usual, and seeing some sort of financial changes, like in the Lenormand system of card reading. I don't know, I'm being drawn to that this week for some reason. I don't read Lenormand normally. I've studied it quite a bit, but this card is called the Coffin in that system, and it can represent like death and transformation, transforming past obstacles and things like that. I would say that also this week with your combinations, I would say also if you are being called to do something in public, like public speaking, or something along those lines, I think it would be a good week for you to get out in public. Is definitely a message that I'm receiving. So don't be afraid to do anything like that. I think it could be very beneficial. I'd say that for most of you, there's something else here. I think that there's also probably an opportunity that you're not looking at that could be like something big. So again, if people are coming to you with opportunities, or people are like asking you to go do something, it might be a good time for you to go do it. Because again, I feel like it's an opportunity that you could be missing. Also, don't, weird message coming in, don't allow your traditional beliefs to prevent you from doing something new. I don't know what that means, but maybe for some of you, that could be very beneficial. Next, 3 of Hearts, card of emotional happiness, just being happy. To me, I never read the 3 of Hearts as like anything. To me, it's just a card that kind of symbolizes positivity, and whenever I see it in a reading, I always say it's like, just kind of makes the reading more positive. It just makes things kind of better in the reading. So, that's pretty much that. Next, you have the 5 of Hearts. Some of you could be dealing with jealousy from people. I always say this is a card of jealousy. Mostly at work, it's jealousy to be ignored. And for others of you, I think that it's a card of, like a new relationship. Could be birthing here. You have the 5 of Diamonds as well, which can also represent a new relationship, which would be very positive. The other thing that I'm getting off of this card is that I think some of you need to kind of look at like how other people see you. To me, like I said, the message I'm kind of getting is that like some of you think that people, like if you act a certain way, people will look at you in like kind of a different way. I think some of you need to like reassess how you come off to other people, and I don't mean that in a negative way either. Like I think that some of you care too much about like certain things that you don't need to care about. And things like that. I think also Leos, because Leos, like I said, have said, are very nurturing, very caring. But I think some Leos need to not be afraid to piss some people off. So, don't be afraid of your reputation. I think that, and you know what, maybe that's what it is. I think that Leos, in a lot of ways, care a lot about their reputation and things like that. And I think that some of you need to develop kind of like a more of a, not being afraid to push some people away, not being afraid to repel some people, because I think that will actually strengthen your reputation. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Like I said, card that can represent birth of a relationship, new relationship coming in. It's also a card that always says to me, like, you need to get started on something. It says that, there's like an opportunity here for you to start a new project, a new business, new investment, something financially related. And, it says that you need to get started on whatever that may be. Also, like I say, same thing if you're retired. People every week ask me, what about retired people? And I always say the same stuff still applies to you. So even if you're retired, investments or, getting a financial advisor or something along those lines with this card. But very positive financial card, very good for doing all of those things, very good for, investing, making some sort of investment, or an investment of your time as well. It's also, sometimes this card feels like a risk. It feels like, you're giving up a lot kind of up front to do whatever this is. And I would say that usually it's worth the risk with this card. Next, you have the Seven of Clubs. As I always say, this is a card of kind of escaping from like past situations. It kind of says that you are working towards moving past some difficulties. You are working towards moving past some sort of past situation at this time, which I think will be good for you this week. I think probably for most of you that you feel like you are finally moving past something. You feel like you are kind of like moving past some difficulties that you had to deal with in the past. And maybe even though, I feel like maybe most of you could be like, it's taken a long time, or you feel like it's taken a long time. It's kind of like slow and steady progress, but at least now you can see it. And finally, you have the Three of Diamonds. Just simply be careful of all paperwork this week. Be careful of all, especially anything legal. Be careful of any legal paperwork that you could be dealing with. But I'd say that you definitely have a nice week here. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.